Kari, for those people that don't understand at home what it means to be a junior in athletic eligibility, but a senior in academic eligibility, what does that mean?
Well, for me, it means I got injured a year. So my sophomore year, I tore my ACL. And so the NCAA kind of helps you out. Like, even though I wasn't able to play that year, I still will get to make up that year at a different point, and still get 4 years of eligibility as a basketball player. So yeah, I'm a senior in school, but I get another year of school and basketball next year. So that's fun.
A lot of people that observe you in games or in any type of competitive situation, and from what I hear, it could be anything from basketball to cards to maybe even coloring within the lines. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're probably super competitive in everything. But there's also a little wacky, goofy, silly Kari. When does that come out? Or is it always there and you're just containing it right now?
Well, when I'm competitive, I'm not very wacky. I'm just very intense. It comes out when I'm around people that I'm comfortable with, and I think, you know, I'm really comfortable with the team. And so whenever I can just throw something at them or mess with them or tap them on the shoulder, go the other way, I love that. I think that's really funny, just to tease people in a lighthearted type of way.
What are some of your favorite remember wins?
Well, you've probably heard this story, but me and my teammate Paulina and Lou's from Portugal, Paulina's from Sweden, we accidentally went to Mexico. And it's a long story.
How do you accidentally go to Mexico?
Yeah, it's mainly my fault. I was a driver. We went to like what's it called? An outlet mall right by the border. We were going to go to the men's NCAA tournament game, like March Madness, and they were in San Diego, but we wanted to go to the outlets first, and the outlets are literally, you can see Mexico from the outlets, and so I needed to get back on the freeway going north, and I accidentally went south, and you aren't allowed to go, like, you had to go into Mexico. Like, I had no choice. I'm like about to cry, and Paulina and Lou are like laughing because they are like, in Europe you can go from country to country, no big deal, but I was freaking out. But we made it, and Coach Shannon helped out, and so that was a favorite remember one for sure.
I would say so, and I'm glad that they allowed you to come back into our country,
Yeah.
and finish the work that you started. Every athlete, unless they're incredibly lucky, has some type of injury at some point. You have really, really had to battle back, be consistent, stay mentally tough. Talk me through the 4 years.
Yeah, so I tore my left ACL my senior year of high school, which was that was really tough. I found a lot of my identity in being a basketball player, and that was good for me just to learn, like, that's not who I am, that's something I do. And then was able to play my freshman year here, and that was awesome. And then tore my right ACL right before my sophomore year, kind of like the first practice. And then last year I was healthy the whole year. I'm just excited just to be building on a year where I wasn't injured. And it's been great to be here, though. UCLA is great with getting people back from injuries, and our coaches, and they're great with trying to modify things so that I'm not hurting my knees anymore than, you know, I'm already going to, because basketball, it's a lot of impact on your knees. But I'm just grateful to be healthy this year, and the things I've learned from those injuries have been awesome. So.
The injuries definitely did not affect your shot. Going into the championship game, you were 12 of 17 from behind the arc. You set a single season record for three-pointers for the UCLA Bruins. I'd say you're pretty healthy.
Yeah, it speaks a lot just to our team and the unselfishness of Jordan finding me open and willing to do the hard work of driving to the basket and then finding me outside, and same with Naira. And it's a team sport, and so people are able to find me open, and it was fun. It was fun just to be back out there and shooting.
Are your shots automatic? I mean, are you thinking about anything behind the line, or is it just automatic? Once you have the ball in your hand, you just know?
So it's something, I mean, you struggle with that as a shooter. You want to be thinking nothing. In my opinion, I really try to think absolutely nothing when I'm shooting, because it's all muscle memory. It's what you've been working on for me, at least my whole life. I've been shooting since like 3rd grade. I've had good form shooting because my dad taught me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I try to think nothing. And sometimes when you've missed a few, you start thinking about the misses. But for the most part, I just really try to think about nothing.
Yeah. Tell me more about your dad, the shot doctor.
Yeah, he just disciplined me from a really early age. I remember I was in 3rd grade, and he just started doing form shooting with me. Like, this is how you do it. Your elbow has to be in, flick wrist, like it's a wrist shot, all these things. And so ever since then, we would wake up early in the morning, go to church, because our church is across the street. We have a church gym, and he would just do shooting with me, and he's always critiquing my form. Even when I go back home, he still is like, no, that your elbow's a little out, he's definitely the person I trust the most with my shot. And so I'm really grateful for him. He's definitely the reason I'm here. So.
Have you always been that coachable?
No. No, my dad would let you know. He was my coach when I was younger, and he would have us do like, you know, just like one sprint in practice if we weren't doing well as a team. This is YMCA. And I would like be staring at him, like making a face like that I'm angry at him during the sprint that he was making us do a sprint. And my brother still makes fun of me for it because he just thinks it's so funny. But it's something I've grown in for sure. Yeah.
Is there anything that he's taught you that's really stuck in your mind above all else that you would pass on to other girls that want to be the next Kari Korver eventually?
Well, first he taught me how to work hard. He told me these are the amount of shots. If you shoot in a week, you have a chance of playing Division I. If you shoot this many shots, you'll play Division II. He was very like, you know, this is something you can do. Like he saw lots of potential in me and just wanted me to see that I was able to do it if I was willing to put in the work. So I'd say that was the first thing. But as far as like my shot, he's always just taught me make it a wrist shot. And that just means like don't make it an arm shot. Like, you know, when you're little you shoot and you're just like chucking it with your arms. And for him it's like you just got to use your wrist and have that be where the strength is coming from, your legs and your wrist. And that's really helped me throughout my career.
Kari, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Stacy.
And that was Spotlight with Kari Korver.